Hey, this is Jack and Jimmy with 156 Silence, and you are listening to the Vulgar Display Podcast.
Welcome to the Vulgar Display Podcast. What's up, boys? Got Dale and Twan here. What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Hey, guys.
Hey.
We are in the barn studio, and we are joined on the phone right now by Jimmy and Jack from the band 156 Silence. Fellas, how's it going?
How the hell are you? Thanks for having us.
Yeah, what's up?
We appreciate you joining us today. You guys out in Pittsburgh right now?
Yes, sir.
All repping the burg.
Lovely rainy day here in Pennsylvania.
Hey, doing the same here in Missouri, so we feel you.
Yeah, we're from the St. Louis area, and you guys actually just came through on tour not too long ago. You guys played Pops, one of our favorite venues.
Yeah, it was awesome. That was one of my favorite shows of the tour.
We were actually out of town, so we didn't get to go to that, but did St. Louis show up? Did we come out and support you guys well?
Oh, yeah. It was sick.
Good. Love hearing that.
Just like a nice ass venue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And like the staff gave a shit. They all seemed really happy to be there. It was awesome.
Good deal. Love hearing that.
When you guys are out, I mean, I'm sure there's different towns and cities and venues that you prefer to play. When you see it on the tour itinerary, do you perk up a little bit?
Always Philadelphia, for sure.
Philadelphia.
We always love going to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Cincinnati, New Jersey, New York, Brooklyn, like all those bigger areas were starting to get some traction, so it's starting to go pretty well.
They have, I would say, pretty developed hardcore scenes as well. So it's like, you know, they know what they're doing. They know all the dance moves, right?
That's the best part, especially in New Jersey. They know all the dance moves.
My favorite's picking up rocks. That's my go-to.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, that's the easiest one.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to have much.
You don't have to move. You just move your arms up and down, bend over a little bit. That's my go-to.
So you guys just got off tour with Acacia Strain, and you're getting ready to go out here in a little bit with Great American Ghost and Hazing Over, also from Pittsburgh. You guys excited for that tour?
Oh, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
We are finally getting back to the West Coast and back to Texas and places we haven't been before. So we're a little nervous on the outcome. There's a lot of long drives and stuff, but I think we're going to be all right.
Is it sort of one of those things, we've talked to a lot of different bands, and this kind of comes up quite a bit, but when you're on the road, you're missing home, and when you're home, you're missing the road kind of thing? You guys always itching to get back out?
Always.
Yeah, exactly. It's and when you're, like you said, when you're on the road, it's like, oh, fuck, I miss everything about home. When you're home, you're just like, I just want to play shows. That's all I want to do is play shows.
There's a fine line, huh? You got to find right in the middle of it.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Third week of tour, right? Third week is when we all hate each other. And usually, like, if it's longer, we get past that.
Yeah.
But this past tour, it was like the beginning of the third week, we all started fighting. Everything's resolved. Then the tour's over. So it's like,
Yeah,
all right.
and then you're home, and then the third week of being home, you miss each other.
Which part of being in a band, is it the touring that excites you the most, or is it writing the record, or are they just two completely different things?
For me, they're completely different. I love them both for different reasons. I definitely like writing more just because, so the way our band works is I write almost all of the instrumentals and Jack writes all of the lyrics. So, we do it kind of independently of each other. I mean, we check in to see if everything's cool, but, we pretty much do it all. Mm-hmm. And I love the feeling of, starting to write a new album. It's just, what's it going to be? What's the theme? That to me is the most exciting part.
Right. Like the creating part. I have made this.
Yeah. Yep.
See, for me, I'm the exact opposite. I hate writing. I hate recording.
Get me on the road.
It pisses me off. I lose sleep. The best part about being in a band for me is that 20 to 23 minutes of our set. Everything else throughout the day doesn't matter. That 25 minutes is just the only thing that matters the most to me.
That's awesome.
Just that release.
Sure.
And I would say right now is a probably pretty exciting time for you guys. You have a new album coming out, Narrative, out this Friday, September 2nd for Sharp Tone Records. We've actually been lucky enough. You guys sent us an advanced copy of it, and it's an absolute banger. Here, I even have a banger banger of a record, boys.
Yeah, you killed it. Love the album. It's great.
Thank you.
Yep.
You want to tell us a little bit about the recording and how you got to where we're going to be on Friday with the release of it?
Yeah, I mean, I started writing it even before our last album came out because of the pandemic. So right when that happened, we canceled all of our tours, had nothing to do. I'm like, I guess I'm just going to write another album. Mm-hmm. So this has been written for over 2 years now.
You're even more ready to get this out.
Yeah, the long wait is finally over.
This album, honestly.
We're already on the next one.
Yeah, we're on the next one.
Okay.
We're cruising.
Good deal.
That probably takes some discipline, though, if you do have newer songs that maybe you're more excited about to continue to not play them and play the old ones.
Yeah.
Jack likes to always try and get me to play songs that aren't going to come out for a year.
Like, here's a teaser. Gotta wait a year for this.
Yep.
I'm like, why?
I love when bands do that live. Like, you've never heard a song before. It's like, oh, that was fucking awesome. Like, was that a cover or something? And then you hear it comes out like a year later. It's like, oh, that's what it was.
Yeah, and you can be like, with your pinky out, talking to your friends, like looking down on them, like, I heard that a year ago.
That's
old news to me.
But I think Narrative is just a good summary of where we're going as a band and as individual musicians. Everyone had a say on it, and everyone added their own refinements. Like Jim said, that we write together, we write the lyrics and the instrumentals, him and I, but everybody had a say. Everybody had their own little twist that they added. I think I come to the band and bring it, and then everybody adds their little touches. And, it's not literally me like, here it is, that's it. But it's different. I think it's a new sound for our band, and it still keeps our traditional angsty anger vibe that we have with the feedback, but
I like it.
We incorporated a lot more synths and a lot more, not a lot more, but definitely more clean singing vocals throughout the album, which that's always kind of nerve-wracking to do when I've never really done much of that.
And you can definitely, there's a lot of different dynamics on this record. I think it's really well crafted. I've been listening to it so much and just trying to place like what I think it sounds like. And then I watched an interview with your drummer, Kyle, and he mentioned how much of a fanboy he was of the Deftones. And it clicked to me, is like, yeah, that's a lot of kind of what you guys do is in that similar vein.
Well, that's only a good compliment for us to hear. Jim's probably smiling right now.
Three of the people in our band, I would say, would probably tell you their favorite band is Deftones.
And you're not two of them?
Yeah.
No, he is.
I'm one of them.
You're one of the three?
He's one of them. He has the Deftones fucking guitar.
Yeah,
okay.
I have the Stephen Carpenter 7-string.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Well, there you go.
So what are the other two's favorite bands then?
What's your favorite band, Zach?
Probably Paramore.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
They're from that area, aren't they? Aren't they from the same area?
Probably not.
Oh.
Fail.
But I mean, all jokes aside, I'd say Devil Wears Prada is probably my favorite band of all time.
Good answer.
Anthony here is going to go see them probably next week.
Yeah, on Saturday in St.
Yep.
Louis.
Yep.
Yeah, their vocalist is from like 10 minutes away from where I grew up in Monroeville, Pennsylvania. So I've always been a huge fan of Devil Wears Prada.
They bring it live too. They're a fun band to watch.
Oh, they're every time it's like a fucking movie.
Yeah. We kind of bring up Pittsburgh, and I'd seen an interview too where you guys were talking about some Pittsburgh bands that were influential with you guys or that you guys liked, and one of them we've actually interviewed on here is Zayo.
Fuck yeah.
Zayo
rules.
Zayo
does rule.
Is one of my favorite all-time bands, and I wonder, and even when we talked with Zayo, we mentioned this on the interview, is like you hear Zayo's influence on modern music so much, especially with the vocal style.
Especially nowadays.
To me, I hold them very high on a list, but I don't know if they get the credit like they really should with some of
bands like that never do. Like they're like disembodied. Like they're path makers for this sound now, but like they didn't get the recognition at the time. Like Zayo is one of my favorite bands of all time, and that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm. You want me to hit the banger button on that?
Yeah, for Zayo.
I'm with you, man. What's your favorite Zayo record? Sorry to put you on the spot.
I don't know. I really don't.
The Greatest Hits album?
Yeah.
Bring that one, yeah.
What's your favorite Zayo record, and why is it Funeral of God?
Yeah.
Yeah, I love all that stuff. Another one from Pittsburgh area is Code Orange.
Yeah.
Yep, we know Code Orange. They actually practice in the same practice spot as us. We all, pretty much every band in the city has the same practice spot.
Yeah.
No shit, that's cool.
I bring up Pittsburgh and some of those bands. What's the scene like these days? Is there a good scene in Pittsburgh?
For sure, AJ at Preserving Underground is definitely making a resurgence of just the heavy scene in general. Bringing in new bands, bringing in bands that have been around for a while in Pennsylvania, especially. Bringing back Sincerity Fest and like just making the whole DIY scene a thing again. Ever since pandemic, everything's just been shit, and it's finally starting to make a resurgence.
And Jack, I had seen on the same interview where one of your first local shows was actually a 156 Silence show, a band that you now sing in front. I'd say that's
yeah,
pretty
it's pretty
rare.
cool. Look up and be like, I like them. I'm going to be in that band.
Well, the funny thing is, like, they played on the floor, so I looked down and I was like, wow, I want to be in that band. Everybody else played on the stage except for 156, and I was like, I want to be in that band.
Oh, cool. Yeah, floor show.
Yeah, love those.
Yeah, that takes some balls. Like, there's a stage there that everybody else is playing on, and you're like, no, fuck that.
They're like, oh, we're going to carry all our gear down the stairs.
Yeah. We're going to be down
We're
here.
taking this to the fucking parking lot.
I was playing the first show for my old shitty band, and the exact thing. Like, I saw that it was like when Corey Taylor saw Slipknot when he wasn't in Slipknot. Like, you just know when you see a band, you like, I want to be in that band. And I just started hanging out with them until Jim liked me enough to let me in.
Well, we asked him to do a guest spot on our album Undercover Scumbag, and he did it. And then we had to kick out our old vocalist, and he was the first person I asked.
And I was like, duh.
Don't ask me. Just tell me when practice is.
He called me at like 11 o'clock at night, and I already knew what it was. I was like, yes.
Finally. It
Not
worked.
11 o'clock. Every time you tell this story, you say it was 11 o'clock.
It was 11 o'clock.
What's the band dynamic like? I mean, do you guys? Who's the band dad? Who's the one that's always late? Who's the one that's chasing the girls or at the bar? Like, what's the band dynamic like?
Jim's the dad.
Yeah, I'm the only original member of the team.
Ryan's the mom. Lucas is always late. Kyle's annoying. I'm a jackass.
Jackass.
Well, there you go.
Jack the jackass, huh?
We talk about you guys having a new album coming out, Narrative, this Friday, September 2nd on Sharp Tone Records. Do you care if we hear a little bit of it right now?
Go for it.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
It's the past embrace.
Hard.
Yes, bring the
Nasty.
fucking heavy. Banger. I fucking love it.
Jack, I got to ask you on that one. How do you not suffocate? I mean, it just sounds like you just
I
going
do.
straight, right? I mean, when I listened to that, I was like, holy cow, when the fuck does he breathe?
Yeah, I mean, ask Jim. They yell at me all the time. I need to stop writing like this.
If you watch the one take that we did, you can see the fucking veins in his neck.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You go hard throughout pretty much.
I
the
can do
whole
it, though.
thing.
Yeah.
You do it, but is it healthy? Probably not.
Is it worth it? Absolutely.
Do you have to prepare for that sort of thing, like when you take it out on the road?
I would tell you yes, but Jim would tell you I'm full of shit. I definitely, I warm up. I do warm ups, but I don't really take care of my voice that much on tour.
So that was a Past Embrace. Also a video for that. And the video's kind of paired with another single that you guys have released, For All to Blame. It seems like there's some connection there and a storyline that's being told. Are we expecting more videos along that storyline?
Yeah,
there's one more video.
On Friday.
On Friday with the record.
Friday? For what song?
If Pleasure's Gone.
Will we know what's happening? Because it's sort of seems like a bad dream right now, but will we have some kind
That's all it really is, and that's all you can really take from it. It's all just, random.
Yeah. And I want to say that we will be seeing you guys at Lefties in Des Moines, Iowa on November 16th. This will be our first time seeing you. We're pumped for that. And you're getting ready to go out on tour with Great American Ghost and Hazing Over. If you're listening to this, you're going to go get the new album, Narrative, out September 2nd on Sharp Tone Records. Jimmy, Jack, we appreciate your time today.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you, man.
You guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.